Old dogs, older guns, and a few history lessons punctuate our day in the field, and it's all good. Everyone brings something home, including the governor of Kansas, who in many ways is just like us. I'm Scott Linden. You be the judge as the National Shooting Sports Foundation presents Wingshooting USA. Governor Sam Brownback knows his state and takes us all to school in between points and flushes. By the time we're done, I'm hoping you've learned something about yourself. I know I should probably be more of a grouse hunter. I love hunting in the trees. This is an old shelter belt near Huron, South Dakota. That's our home base for this year. You'll be seeing a lot of the area in the episodes to come. But man doesn't live by South Dakota alone. In fact, we're hunting with the governor of Kansas and my good friend Ken Corbett of Ravenwood Lodge on this episode. I think you'll enjoy the old guns, old dogs, some of the young dogs as well, some great birds and great bird hunting. If you'd like to come along with us, we're coming back to South Dakota next year and the Ringneck Retreat near Huron in our Take Your Friend Hunting Sweepstakes. Enter to win at wingshootingusa.org. Now, let's not keep the governor waiting. On the ragged edge of the Flint Hills, Ravenwood Lodge near Topeka, Kansas has every type of habitat and some great dogs too. My friend Mark will do the honors.
This is an English pointer, this is Maggie. This is a German short hair and her name is Sissy. This is a German short hair, his name is Max, and he's approximately 12 years old. A little stiff, aren't you, this morning?
It pays to have friends in high places, and Ravenwood's owner Ken Corbett now serves in the state legislature. He put our visit together to help the governor show traveling hunters what Kansas has to offer. Max isn't the only seasoned participant today. Kansas Governor Sam Brownback's shotgun also has a story to tell.
No, this gun doesn't miss. My granddad got that. He ran a grocery store in Osawatomie, Kansas, and people would run an account back then. And the guy said, "Gosh, I want to pay my bill off." And he said, "Well, I don't have any money." And he said, "Well, I got this shotgun." Well, all right, I'll take that for the grocery bill.
I love it.
I passed it to my dad, and Dad gave it to me. And it's bent just right for my eyes, so I don't quite see things quite straight, and so the gun's just bent a little bit, just perfect for me. So it doesn't miss. Let's go hunting. Now, this is the best upland game bird hunting state in America. I didn't know if you knew that or not, if you had officially endorsed a state yet. Ken, we can take a vote here. I say aye.
Aye. And I'm not in politics anymore.
We'll take that as an abstain, so it was unanimous.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, they do have a gigantic Cabela store in Kansas City, Kansas, next to the NASCAR track, so Kansas is high on my list. Quite often as well. That's Matt Goddard, the governor's right-hand man, getting his first taste of bird hunting as a spectator. No Secret Service or black helicopters that we know of. All righty, I'll take my bad side.
Ooh, we got a point right on the end. Let's find it. Where's that?
There, that's looking good. We got two dogs now. Where's the Cocker Spaniel when you need it?
Wow, that bird's sitting in that. That is a tight sit. This big blue stem has gotten a lot of moisture this year and is big and thick.
That dog sure likes it there.
That's got to be pheasant paradise in that big blue stem.
Kind of hard to leave.
Yeah.
Look at that. That dog's still pointing.
It's running behind you there. Boy.
Ken! I guess I should have helped on that.
Well, we got some feathers, but we didn't get it down.
Kevlar feathers.
I believe that was the tightest sitting bird I've ever seen.
Well, if it was easy, they'd call it shopping. Find out if our shooting improves coming up on Wingshooting USA.
That didn't end the way it was supposed to.
Ringnecks won. The rest of us, 0. Wingshooting USA is brought to you in part by Fiocchi Ammunition, quality ammunition since 1876. My new book, What the Dogs Taught Me, available everywhere books are sold. Whale Forever, I support them and so should you. And Paw Print Genetics, the definitive resource for canine genetic health. Some of the great historic stuff you can find while bird hunting. This particular barn resides near Huron, South Dakota, our home base for this year. If you'd like to come along with us, we're coming back to the Ringneck Retreat just outside of town in our Take Your Friend Hunting Sweepstakes. Go to wingshootingusa.org to enter. While you're there, ask me a question just like Matt Goddard did. Matt asks about birds in the wind, appropriate for this location maybe. Will they fly up and then head downwind the moment they can? Or are they going to fly upwind, crosswind? Matt, I'll share my experience with you and everybody else coming up later on in the show. In the meanwhile, speaking of history, some old guns in the field with us at Ravenwood Lodge, and the governor of Kansas. Enjoy the rest of the show. Time for the Upland Checklist, brought to you by Cabela's Dog Gear. It's in your nature. The thick cover could harbor ticks, so all the dogs got a good dose of Happy Jack Duraspot. Sunny, yes, but still cold enough for a Filson Pro Guide sweater vest. Keeps the arms free to swing on birds. Fiocchi's Golden Pheasant ammo is deadly if we can just get a shot close. And 12-year-old Max is slowing, so I offered a high-fat food treat called VitaCal to keep up his energy level.
There's feathers flying.
Well, going away shots are the hardest ones to make.
Yeah, that's also to my point. I think the birds here are tougher than a lot of places. That took 2 shots, and it's got lead in it.
Don't worry, we'll find it, I promise.
Yeah, keep coming up, guys. I got a dog up here.
Oh. Mark's calling a point up here.
Yep. I can see his head. He's up here.
Good dog.
Whoa.
Let's get one on the ground. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah.
Good. Oh, sis. Here's that. There it is. Good shot, Governor.
Yeah, well.
Good shot, Ken.
Yeah, I think, Ken, that one's yours.
Speaking of old guns, Ken's using a venerable Winchester Model 42 in .410 caliber. It's got a soft spot in his gun safe for senior 42s, and they still work just fine. For that last year. Yes.
This is a really nice setting.
Mark, short hair.
All right. Yeah, you got a nice point.
Good dog.
Got a back here too, that's nice.
Even the line. Where's that? There he is!
Yeah!
Well, I wanted to wait and let it get away a little further. That was close in.
Woo-woo! That's how they're supposed to fly.
I hope there's something left of that one.
Ah,
There's plenty left on that one.
All right,
He's a tough
good.
bird, Governor.
That's a good bird. I think a pheasant is one of the prettiest birds.
Sure, look at
You
those
know,
colors.
I mean, good Lord really doctored them up on making them a pretty bird. I mean, they're just a fluorescent.
hard to believe you can't see those birds in the brush.
Oh, no, really.
You know, that's an interesting point. As much color as there is, but they blend in so well. That is a beautiful bird.
Got one right here. Wow!
Nice shot.
I'm gonna stop shooting now.
That British-made gun, I guess they can't shoot straight.
Welcome to Kansas.
Best bird hunting in America.
He pointed that from upwind and saw the tail. Oh, all the better.
Well,
Thrill a minute. Let's go. I'm gonna watch this one. More fun anyway sometimes.
Hey, good girl. Where's that?
Boy, that's cool.
Where's that?
Where's the white dog? Oh, Ken!
Good shot.
Yes!
There's another point.
Another
Oh,
point.
I love it. This is cool.
Good. Whoa. Whoa.
That bird's down.
He's hit.
It's gone down right by that tipped over tree with the hawk sitting on it. And we did get it before the hawk. Ravenwood is the kind of place you want to come back to over and over. Old West feel, well-stocked pro shop, a variety of habitat and pastoral settings usually found in magazine photo spreads. Like that deep sigh when you take your boots off and put your feet up, you'll relax the moment you drive through the gate. So what do we do for an encore? Find out next on Wingshooting USA. Buddy and Me is brought to you by Ugly Dog Hunting Company, serious gear for you, your dog, and the hunt. My eyes have been opened so wide, I'm gonna need Visine. Of all the things I've learned training Manny, the most important to me is steadiness to birds while on point. Maybe it is to you too. Think about the temptation, the challenge, the genetic motivators for breaking point. As trainers, we must overcome instinct or he will pounce. Once I'm in the picture, instinct is out, obedience is in. Manny understands that once I'm walking into the bird, it means whoa. So does a hand signal, the sound of a flush, sight of a gun, boots scuffed on the ground, a long whistle, or a gunshot. There are plenty of times when the dog's instincts are paramount. Manny, walk. Other times, obedience and cooperation must trump those genetic signals. Good. Good walk.
That 2 on point. I hear it.
Oh, got a pointing dog. And a nice back. Go!
We'll get him again.
That dog's gonna get it.
We'll give him a chance.
Isn't that the truth? It's right there. They run a lot. Oh, another point. Oh, look at that. 3 dogs facing 3 directions.
Wow.
You can put your fingers over your ears when the bird flies.
Is an interesting formation, isn't it? Look at those dogs. Man, they are standing completely still.
This is so cool. Well, let's, because they're moving.
All right. Well, they're coming back this way, isn't she?
I think we picked the right dog. I'm gonna fly it for you. Show me it. Show me it. Good boy. No!
You
Good
got
shot,
that one again on me. I got it. I'm getting the best shot and you get it on the back. I may have to trade old Bessie in here.
We'll share credit on that one.
I don't think there's a shared credit on
Yeah. That one was steaming. He had the afterburners on.
I think I'm not leading them quite like I
Here,
should.
shoot my Webley and Scott. Oh, and you're a lefty?
Yeah.
I guess I hadn't noticed. Here's 2 more just in case.
Just in case. All right, let's see how this goes.
And I'll learn how to shoot this thing for a moment. I'm honored that you trust me with it. I promise not to drop it.
Yeah, it's in the Revolutionary War.
Oh, I love it. All right, Mr. Governor.
All right, let's see if it's the gun. Yeah, I got 2 dogs there, 1 dog here.
What's that saying? Great minds think or don't think alike? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Good shot, Ken! Ken shoot one of those old Model 42 410s.
I grew up with a single shot hammer 410.
Oh my gosh.
Hunting quail.
Yep.
I never got anything. Well, you know, until today, that gun has been very faithful to me.
In 80 years.
Until today.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ken. You gun or gunner? Find out next on Wingshooting USA. Wingshooting USA is brought to you in part by Happy Jack DuraSpot, the latest technology in flea and tick control. Filson Apparel and Gear, unfailing goods. My signature series of collars and real bird bumpers. And Cabela's dog and bird hunting gear. It's in your nature. Little wind, a lot of grass. Welcome to Huron, South Dakota. Lots of pheasants in there too. But we'll be going somewhere else in just a moment to finish up the show. In the meanwhile, think about coming with us to Huron next year in our Take Your Friend Hunting Sweepstakes. Enter to win at wingshootingusa.org. While you're there, ask me a question about bird dogs and bird hunting. I'll answer all the questions at our Facebook page, and I'm answering Matt Goddard's question right here, so he'll be taking home a copy of my new book, What the Dogs Taught Me. Matt asks about wind and birds. Will they use that wind to their advantage once they get up into the air a little bit? The answer, Matt, is usually it's been my experience and all the other folks I've talked to about this, that they will. Get up, turn broadside just like a trout in a stream, and head downwind. But if you have 2 hunters or more, somebody ought to be pegging out that other side just in case. A lot of those bigger birds will work their way into the wind for quite a while. We had a little wind on our visit to Ravenwood Lodge in Kansas, but it didn't deter us or our good friends Ken Corbett and Governor Sam Brownback. Enjoy the rest of the show. Truck Vault cares about conservation, canines, and kids, powered by Paw Print Genetics. Vote at truckvaultcares.com and the Truck Vault Cares Facebook page. You win prizes, and we'll give each group money. All you do is vote for your favorite group, including USA Shooting, preparing American athletes to win Olympic and Paralympic medals and promoting the shooting sports throughout the U.S.
Relocating for sure.
Yeah, oh baby.
The gun works.
Give me that gun
It
back.
works.
Well, and Scott. Well, I'm glad it worked for you.
So you want your gun
Trade
back?
you back. By the way, that was my new Italian ammo sponsor.
Is it? Who's the?
Fiocchi, big factory in Ozark,
Missouri?
Mo. Yeah.
All right, come on, go.
I think those dogs, they work well.
Yeah.
Hey, he's birdie down
Oh, I
here.
see. There he is. What's a white one? Never mind. Watch the old guy.
Yeah, the old guy. Yeah, he's sneaking up on
I like
one.
that. That white dog saw that dog point, so they stopped. That's real good manners. Let's see if the young one does. Yeah, in fact, she looked away.
Oh, this is really stiff. Look how sharp that point is.
Good dog. Come on, girl.
Yeah, I got that one.
That'll do. You figured out that gun.
Yeah, I didn't get a square on him. I mean, I got him down, but
As long as you slow them down, we got German dogs. They'll pick it up.
they'll do the work.
Yeah. We still got a dog on point.
We got a dog working.
Through that whole last bird sequence, this dog's been holding point. We better knock one down for him right here at the end of the strip.
Boy, that bird was sitting. They're sitting really tight in there, aren't they?
This wind, they're afraid
Is
to
it?
move. They can't hear predators, so they sit still, hoping people will walk by or dogs will walk
But
by
when
or
it's
coyotes.
calmer, then they'll
Run.
jump more or
Yeah.
run.
He says it's still there. All right, stand by.
There it is.
Go.
Good shot, Governor. Didn't go far enough for this. Good boy, Max.
How old's that dog?
He's 12.
12.
a tribute to old dogs.
Now, is that accurate that a dog does age 7 years for every? I mean, that's
Yeah, but it's not one human year equals 7, 2 human years equals 14. It's a little bit more spaced out. So your first dog year is probably 10 human years, and then your second dog year is 4 human years, and so on and so forth. But it averages out about 7. Yeah. But there are never enough dog years for us, are there? A well-crafted gun lasts centuries. Our loyal old dogs are with us for such a short time. Then it's all pictures and memories, isn't it? It's nice to have some better science. Now we're working with a wind at our backs, so these dogs are going farther out and then coming back and working into the wind like any good bird dog should. Don't panic, they're not too far out.
But you got a lot of deer out here too, don't you?
Yeah.
Wild turkeys. I'd love this place too.
My dog pointed a couple yesterday.
Did he? In this book, they talked about buffalo herd, one being 5 miles wide and 12 miles long. One herd roaming these hills and the grasslands.
Chilling. Buffalo Bill got his start feeding the railroad crews,
Yeah.
I think. Old dogs and fine guns added spice to a day where a hard-working public servant, yeah, there are some, can decompress, renew contact with the real world. We may not all hail from the same place or work at the same job, but we all share the love of dogs and the beautiful places we find birds. Besides game, what did you take home from your last hunt? In fact, on the Discovery. Here's today's Camp Chef Field to Feast cooking tip. Wild food is our common bond. Good friends make the hunt memorable. Invite some to dinner. Send your tip or recipe to the Camp Chef Facebook page. Maybe you'll see it right here. Thanks to my crew, good friend Ken Corbett at Ravenwood, and Governor Sam Brownback for joining us today. Come on over to the Wingshooting USA Facebook page and my blog, ScottLindenOutdoors.com. There's always something fun going on. I'm Scott Linden. Thanks for watching.
I think you'll enjoy the book.
Yeah.